This RSBANDB update nibble originally aired on RSBANDB update 731, the double XP weekend out of time. Enjoy. Speaking of design things, we should get into the land out of time and how this thing looks.
Those designers should get a pizza party, a cookie.
They should get more than that.
Something. I don't know. I mean, whatever you do, but wow. They outdid themselves, didn't they, Shane?
Yes, they did. And caveat be warned, there was something enabled on the dev client they were using called depth of field, which makes objects look as though they were captured on film or in real life. Because when you're looking at a typical computer game, you can have things that are in the distance or maybe a bit further away that would be out of focus in real life if you were looking at them, or if this was taken with a film camera or an actual camera. But in a video game render, you don't have that because you can just render everything clear as day. And what depth of field aims to do is create more perspective and provide distance on how the game world looks. And that's what was happening on this live stream when Mod Shawnee was running the demo of The Land Out of Time, is that he had depth of field enabled on his dev client just to kind of make add a little bit more, real world feel to The Land Out of Time. So just caveat that it's not going to look exactly like you saw in this live stream, but it's going to look pretty damn close to it. So,
right.
And, just walking around and you see the sheer scale of this, and you heard in the Q&A last week with the art people, they really wanted to emphasize the vertical, and, you can see this from all the way up at the top of the map to all the way at the bottom. And they have succeeded in that. You see water, you see skyboxes, you see fog, you see lighting. I can't wait to get my hands on this and just see how it is in a fully immersive view.
Well, and something we touched on, or we talked about last week too, was with the sound. And if you noticed, being able to hear the music as he was walking around, like it really went super well together. And I was reminded once again, I'm like, this is RS3.
This is RuneScape 3.
This is what we're talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, that's what we keep saying, and that's what we foreshadowed last week with one of our nibbles, is that, hey, the music is definitely going to help with the branding of The Land Out of Time, and it helps with the branding of RuneScape 3 as well. And here we are. We actually see that this week. So,
yeah.
He walked past a minefield. I mean, a minefield. A mining site. A mining site with Draculith rocks in it. And so you can kind of see some of the skilling locations. He didn't show any of the agility, or he didn't show any of the Slayer, which was, of course, by design. The players need to discover that for themselves. And I think that's the right level of hype and anticipation on that, to coin a phrase from earlier today. So.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of just want to go up there and get that beach chair animation or rest out and just watch people get dumped by these big old plants or whatever they're going to be, just big old cactus just sticking out of their head, Because, dude, there's some people's going to get dumped.
Yeah. I mean,
ooh, what just hit me?
Like I was imagining this, and you get the perspective right, you get the distance right, and I could imagine some of these scenes. Like it doesn't look RuneScape-y, but it still has the RuneScape look to it. So much so that you could put it in another game, if you know what I mean. And I was thinking, this graphical quality is something you might see in ESO. Or, I think it even actually looks better than the Star Trek Online ground levels, mind you.
Yeah, no, it really did. And I don't know if that accentuates some of the more antiquated stuff. Sometimes when I see that, because I was like, sometimes it's weird to me to see it look so good, but I'm still like, just clicking and waiting for it to walk over somewhere. What I mean? Like it's weird because there's just nothing else that works like that.
The classic case will be to compare this with Yanil, and that's going to be jarring. And I have to ask, how are new players going to feel about that? So.
Yeah.